Here is our final Angular 2 app. We have our list of users. We can click on one, see the user profile in its own component. We have a user form, which is its own component as well. Let's add some real people in here. Ryan Chenke. All right, and that clears it out. Let's add another one. All right, so everything is looking good here. We still have our two-way data binding. So this is going to be our first application jumping into Angular 2. And there's a lot of things we learned about the state of ES6 and the state of JavaScript right now. Let's take a look at a recap of what we've learned so far. We've gone ahead and set up an Angular 2 application. And the really important thing to remember here is that Angular 2 is seen more as a framework than ever before. If Angular 1 can be seen as a library, since we only included one file for Angular 1 use, Angular 2 can be seen as more of a framework than Angular 1. Angular 1 can be seen as a library. Angular 2 is a framework that helps us build applications for all different platforms. And that's why our setup takes a little bit longer here. Once you get past setup though, and you create your own starter kit, which really is just a way to compile TypeScript and a way to load modules using System.js, you can actually get to the Angular 2 sections of things and actually build really cool stuff. We've gone ahead and created an Angular 2 component. We've created child components. We've worked with data binding, and we've seen a little bit of how the difference in data binding works between Angular 1 and Angular 2. Mostly, we like to think of things in Angular 2 as one-way data binding, since it makes the way we maneuver around our applications a little bit more predictable. We've worked with forms and a little bit of validation, and we've passed data around our different components using input and output. So we've covered a lot in this Angular course, and there's a lot more to cover. Some things of note that we didn't really get to cover in this starter course were services and working with external libraries using the HTTP library that Angular 2 ships with. But overall, I think this was a really great exercise in getting our feet wet with Angular 2. We've built a pretty decently cool application, and we've seen a lot of techniques that can help us build bigger and more scalable apps from here.